Look at that. That is proper filthy, that is. Proper. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first ever Crimes Against Cooking episode. That's right, this is going to be fantastic, this is. Today we are going to be baking together, we're going to be baking Welsh cakes. I'll put a picture on the screen to show you exactly what a Welsh cake looks like so you know what I'm talking about. Right, without further ado, let's get right into it because there's so much to get through and so much carnage to make. Right, so this is a dish I've never made before, but I call it a dish. It's actually cakes, right? It's Welsh cakes. It is from the land of the gods, right? Wales, that's right. Apparently, it's the land of our fathers, etc. Land of the gods. So, first up, what we need is 225 grams of your finest self-raising flour. I think it's self-raising anyway. Is it self-raising? Yep. Self-raising flour, 225 grams, right? Here we go. Pop that in first, right? And just kind of, you measure it out using this equipment. Here we go. Am I doing this right? Yeah, of course I am. But no, I mean, alright, okay. 225 grams is what we need. Here we go. 10 more. Almost there. 4 more. No, that doesn't seem to move. Up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep, almost there. Come on. 223, 24, one more. 25, there we go, 225. Right, so next thing we do is we take this little thing, right, get that over there. Take this, this is like a sieve thing, right? Yep. Put it in the sieve, right, in a bowl for ease, and then just kind of, whoa. Aye! Okay, that's quite straightforward. That was actually quite easy. Yeah. Enjoyed that. That was good. Right. Next on the agenda, we need cubes of butter. Now here we have a problem because it says you need what do you need? It says that you need salted butter, right? And I don't know if this is salted or non-salted. It doesn't say on the packet. Right, I need 110 grams of this in cubes. It says it needs in cubes. Right. So I don't know if anybody knows, is this salted or non-salted? This is Anchor. It just says butter, right? So could be either. So we just sort of do this. Ooh. Have to be careful with the fingers because that's would be good if I mopped them off, wouldn't it? Do this, doof, doof, maybe a bit, doof, like that, doof, another little bit, right, now then, what we do is we take the measuring device, and it needs to be 110, right, so I don't think this will be enough, wait, actually, hang on. That's 99, so we need another 10, 11, another 11, right. We've got another little packet, so, you know, that's all, I come prepared, right, come equipped and everything. There we go, let's just chop a bit off there. 104, a little bit more. 107. Maybe a little bit, that might be too much. That's 111, so I've taken a little bit off. 110. There we go, 110, that's what I need. Right. Pop that butter away for another day, and here we go. All we need to do now is pop this in like this. Off we go. And I've got my iPad here, it's got the instructions, so that's what I'm having a look at here. So we have, it says to rub the butter into the flour to make the breadcrumbs, add the sugar and sultanas. So we're not doing them with sultanas, and I'll tell you for why. It's because I don't like them. I also need to measure out, because there's some, you need 85 grams of caster sugar. So if I measure this first before we get into that, 85 grams of this. Pop that back on like that. Ooh. This is quite heavy, so it's not too much required. 85, what are we on here? I really need to get myself a better one of these things, I think. Bit more, bit more, bit more. 71, 74, 76, 80, almost there. 83, 83 still, 84, 85, got it, 85, right on point, okay? Right, so we put those away for the moment, and now what we need to do is we need to rub these in. It says to rub in the flour and butter. This is to make a dough. If you remember, if you watched my last one, right? You know, when I made the thingy, I forget what it was I made now. But yeah, I made a dough then, so hopefully I've learned a thing or two, right? There we go. So here we go. So I hope everybody's looking forward to some proper true crime. This is my crime against cooking segment, or whatever I decided to call it. Crime against cooking is the working title. And I hope you're all looking forward to some proper actual true crime. I've got some brilliant stories coming up shortly. I've watched some really intense stories really, so yeah, you can look forward to those. You know, I always find it interesting about true crime, but you know, sad at the same time, because some of the stories are really upsetting, and you know, I think the missing persons cases really affect me most, because like it's the not wondering, you know, what's happened to the person that's disappeared. And the people left behind have to wonder for the rest of their lives. So here we go. Get in there guys, get in there, right? not wearing an apron, by the way. That's my decision, and you know, gonna have to live and learn, aren't I? Ooh, 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 ooh. Nice fluffy flour and butter and flour. Knead it and knead it and knead it. Get your fingers right in there, right involved. Get them right in. Massage it like you've never massaged before. Delicious. Yeah. We're almost there now. Don't mind me. I'm just massaging some butter into flour. Now this one doesn't involve putting it in the fridge for any period of time. Because I think that was my mistake last time. Although some of you said it wasn't. Some of you said my mistake was lack of moisture, right? Or as Ben Sullivan would say, moist, right? So, but I don't think that was my mistake. I think it was that I put it in the fridge. It was all going well until I put it in the fridge. Legs are floating away. What the hell? Ow, ow, ow. Right. Here we go. Almost there, almost there. It's supposed to take quicker than this. I'm sure it's supposed to be quicker than this, but it's just me, right? Dawdling like this. If I just sort of do that like that, right? Here we go. See it? See it? It's like sawdust. It's very interesting. It's like sawdust. All right. So the next thing on the agenda, I believe, is to beat an egg and put the egg in this, I think. I'm sure that's what I read. I think it's done. I think it's pretty much, it's in business, right? If any of you got anything to say about it, you know, just don't, because how many of you have made Welsh cakes, right? How many? None. That's right, none. Don't knock it till you've tried it. Has anyone tried a Welsh cake, by the way? Do you know what I'm even making? Right, okay, so now need to go and get myself an egg. I'll be back in 2 jiffies, right? I think I might just stay here and do this. This is much more fun, I feel. Definitely more fun. Let's get a cup. Right. We have a cup and we need an egg. It's 1 egg, it says. 1 egg beaten. So if I get an egg, like this, and be careful with it. Be careful. Take the egg, take the mug, do that, like that. There we go. Popped in very nicely. Put that away. And then we just sort of, don't mind the noise, okay? We're beating an egg. Okay, there we go. Yep, perfect. Right. So, what we do is, I want to check my instructions again. And it says to Stir in the egg, mix, then form a bowl. No. Okay, start again. Add the sugar and sultanas. We're not doing sultanas for the reasons I mentioned before, unless I didn't mention the reasons. I don't like sultanas, is what it is, right? Most Welsh cakes are formed using sultanas, right? And I don't like them, so I'm not using them. It's personal preference. Okay. Right. Okay, so add the sugar, then stir in the egg. That's what it's telling me, right? So add the sugar first. This is the stuff that we got before. Just sort of spread it out like that. Yep. Looking good, mate. Looking good. All right, here we go. Now we just kind of mix it up a smidge like this. All right, and then comes the next stage, which is to get the egg, and we're going to mix this in with our hands because we like to get a bit dirty on this channel, don't we? Right? That's Sarah. There we go. Superb. Right, here we go. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, that is nice. That is. Oh yes, that is how God intended it. You know, massaging it in, getting it all filthy, dirty, and all sorts, isn't it? Right, let's kind of do this, right? Like that. There we go. There we go. Oh yes. That. Oh. I am getting goosebumps, right? At how amazing this is. It's just here we go. Here we go. Okay. Am I right in thinking that my last batch of dough, it didn't have sugar in it, did it? Last time. So maybe this is a different type of dough that I'm doing. It's like a cake, bake, biscuit type dough, I think. It's a bit crumbly right now. Yeah, it's a bit crumbly. Right, somebody out there is going to suggest that I put some water in it. But I'll have you know, right, that it tells me to add a splash of milk if needed, right? It does say that. But on the other hand, right, I don't have any milk to hand. So what are we going to do about that then, right? I think I'll put some water in it in a second. I think maybe it needs a splash of juice. Right, here we go. This is good, isn't it? Look at that. That is proper filthy, that is. Proper. Bloody hell. Starting to stick a bit now. There we go. There we go. Right. Okay. I think we're getting there anyway, at the very least. Right, here we go. Right, almost there, getting there, right. We are getting there. Okay, do I need any water? It looks quite sort of, you know, it does already look quite like juicy, you know, as it is. So does it really need water? That's a question. I don't know. Because it's already quite sticky. Right. Okay. Now then. Right. Got all this on my fingers, so I don't know if I need to use it, reuse it. Yeah, get it off. Go on. Get it off there. That's the way. That's the way. I don't know. There we go. Right, okay. I think we're in business now. There we go. Yeah, right. Don't know. There we go. So what we need to do now is roll out the dough on a lightly floured surface until it is 5mm thick. Right, so I don't know how thick that is, so we have a magic weapon. Right? The magic weapon is this, right? This is going to tell me how thick my dough is going to be. Right, so what we need to do is get some flour, lightly flour this. Ooh, that's not lightly, is it? I don't think, anyway. Right, I'll do. I don't want to make too much of a mess, do we? Come on. Now we need some flour on it. This was my mistake last time, I believe. Somebody said it was my mistake. Anyway, right. There we go, like that, right? Now then, put that like that, right? So do that like that, like that, like that, right? Now then, here we go. If I can just sort of make this kind of like this. This actually, yeah, this will. I like the dough process. Once it's done, when it looks like this, you know, you can see, you know what it's like, you know what it's supposed to be, you know what its intention is, but it's once you start fiddling with it that it becomes a bit of an issue. And that would be, right, when you start doing this. So roll it out like that. Okay, yeah, that looks all right. That's okay, that's okay. We do it like that, right? I've seen it's done before, you know, Kay and all that lot. Actually, I don't think she does so much baking, does she? She does more cooking and stuff, but here we go. So how much, how wide, so if we're looking for 5, you say 5mm? Yeah, if we're looking for 5mm, right, one little thing, that's like, I don't have a clue actually, meters, centimeters, it's 5.5 centimeters, isn't it? I can't, fuck off, that's not right. No, like that, no, it's not gonna be that thick, is it? What's it? Me, I don't know how to read the thing, all right? I don't know. All right, you got your meters, and then you got your feet. Now look at this side, you've got, I don't know, these are centimeters, I'm sure they are. So what's 5mm? 0.5 centimeters? God, I feel as thick as Sarah now. Jesus. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna say, yeah, it's probably about right. I don't know. Right, Jesus. Right. We don't want to make too many anyway, right? Because I don't want to waste any. So what we're gonna do, right, is this. Okay. So we need to get like not a cup. It says something, and I didn't understand what it was. So maybe one of you can decipher. Right, and it says cut into rounds using a 3-inch fluted cutter. Now, I don't have a cutter, fluted or otherwise, and I don't know how wide 3 inches is. I could use my measuring tape again, but it didn't really work out for me last time, did it? So I know roughly how big a Welsh cake is, so we'll take something. It's not a mug size, it's kind of here we go. This will do, I think. Like that. Is it like that? Hang on, let me just check something. Wait, fuck's sake. Right. Whoa. Okay, so we're back on it, right? So one thing I have to admit to, off camera just now, I smashed the glass, right? I was trying to find a glass or something to use to make the shapes, right? And I found one. It was quite a small glass, and turns out that I would rather smash it than use it. Yeah, I kind of accidentally turned around, I hit it, it smashed on the floor. I just had to spend time cleaning it up. And yeah, that was one of the fails of this day, right? One of the casualties. But I'm glad to say we have a replacement, right? So we're going to make some little rounds here. So we do this and we do like this, as many as we can. Do it like that, right? For anybody that has never done this before, this is how you do it. Put them on a little plate. I've never done Welsh cakes before, right? But I have done like biscuits and things, and it's a similar sort of process. I don't know if these are too thick or not thick enough. I mean, I was all for making them 5 centimeters like deep, so you know, I'm not really the best to, you know. There we go. Going well, it's going well, I have to say. Not quite sure how many I'm supposed to be able to make out of these, but it seems to be doing all right. So now what we do is because we've got some excess bit left, it's quite good, isn't it? And then we just like do this again, like this again, and I think maybe because there's too much flour on it now, it's like not really sticking. Don't really know what to do about that. I could put water on it. Some of you will suggest put some water on it, but I'm sticking to my guns, right? Because it's my mess, not yours. Stick to it, right? And what we do is, no, this isn't going to work, I don't think, right? Do like that. Problem that I'm most likely going to have is that they're all going to be different sizes, right? So that none of them are going to cook evenly, in my opinion. Right, here we go. Oh my god, what the hell? Right, I've just had a massive fail, and that is I forgot to turn the light on. That's bloody stupid, isn't it? Seriously. Oh, dear me, the things that I do. Right, there we go. That's better, isn't it? Seriously, now you can see the mess I'm making rather than just guessing. Yeah. There we go. You never waste any bits, right? So just keep doing it. You keep doing it until you've run out. That is what you do. Right. Keep going until we run out, or until we don't have enough. Either way. Right. Here we go. I think maybe one more I can get out of this, can I? little one. This can be for the dog. It's a little one. Right, there we go. I think that's enough. Right, we put the thingy away. Put the glass to safety, just in case. And we've got all this. Do this like this, right? And then tidy it up like this. This, like this. This is the problem with any sort of baking, right? I mean, the cakes I'm making here, Welsh cakes, right? They are pretty much as basic as you can get. But still make a hell of a mess, irrespective, right? And I don't like that at all. Right, so what we do next, right, this is the next stage. The instructions here, now this is the problem with Welsh cakes, right? You've got to use what is known as a bake stone to cook it, right? A bake stone, which I've never seen personally, but I think it's like, I'll try and put a picture on screen, right? But it's like a round thing, like an iron thing, and then you put it on the stove and it heats up and it does it something like that. Am I even close? The other option it says is to use an iron griddle. Now, I don't technically have an iron griddle, but what I do have is an iron griddle pan, so I think this is acceptable. So I'll show you now, right? I'll bring you over. Oh, Christ. Yeah, this is what it is, right? Iron griddle. Right. Now I'm having difficulty here with this because the lighting, there's a big like ring light thing and I can't bring it over because there's a thing in the way. I can't, so I'm gonna have to like organize this so it's what do we need to do to make this? No, whoa, that's gone bright. That's bright. Right, turn it off. There you go. Right, so what we're going to do is we'll take this thing off. Right, take this off of here, right? Whoa, Christ. Right, so if we put that over there, now if we put this over here, right, I hope this doesn't burn my phone. Anybody with any, like, advice on this? I don't want it to burn my... Is it going to melt my phone? Right? So if I do it like that... Right, so what I need to do, right? This is not ideal, right? At all. So it tells me to put some butter in the thing, right? This is... I've been heating this up as we go, right? So it tells me to put some butter... with that. Think. Is that too hot? Anybody know? It says, right, and I quote, it says, the key to doing these is that it's not too hot and not too cold, right? So just anything could happen, honestly. It says to do these 2 to 3 minutes on either side. Right, so that's the first batch. Anybody got a stopwatch so I can kind of... No, don't mind me, I'm just gonna like throw you around here. Yeah. just check on my phone. It seems okay. Right, we need like a thing to just do that. Now, how do you know? Is it hot enough or not hot enough? I feel like it's not hot enough, right? But I also think that the next nozzle will make it too hot. So I'm at a crossroads. I'll reiterate that I've literally never done this before, literally never. So as easy as the recipe sounds and everything, I've never even seen it done, right? Don't know if this is right or wrong at all. Let me just yeah, no, it's let's turn it up a bit, make it go a bit quicker. It's got to cook inside, so it's, anything could happen. You know, one of those things where you wish that you'd never started. This is kind of like that, because whilst the process was okay, it feels like the end goal is not going to be a success. It feels that way to me. Just have that nagging suspicion that I'm not. It's not going to be. It's not going to end well. I don't think this one. I don't see any movement. I don't know. It has 2 minutes gone. Do we know? Don't know. It says 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So how long is 2 minutes? Sounds like Sarah saying that. My word. Oh, fuck. I'm like a danger to society, and not in a good way. Right, what the fuck? Well, it's not done, obviously. No, just carry on. Carry on regardless. Maybe it's supposed to be hotter. Is it? The thing is, it doesn't actually specify how hot it has to be. It just says put it on directly on the heat, and the key is not to be too hot and not to be not too hot. It's like, how am I supposed to know, right? I've never done it before. I've never seen it being done before. So how am I supposed to know without? These feel like they would have been better off going in the oven. You know, I know what I'm getting with the oven. More like cookies. Don't say cookies, it's very American. Biscuits, right? So, this is stressful, isn't it? Like, surely this has been 2 minutes now. 2 or 3 minutes, it says. See, the other thing is, I don't know if like these are too thick either, compared to how thick they're supposed to be. See? There you go. You can see it kind of getting a little bit on the top there, but it also needs to be done in the middle, doesn't it? So I'm starting to get impatient, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I feel like whatever happens, it's not going to work. This one here feels too thick. See, that one's, yeah, no, they're not really, I mean, so, ooh, see, that one's gone like brown on there, but it doesn't feel like, oh, what the hell's going on? Go ahead. Yeah. Wow, okay. So that's definitely, it's not cooking in the middle as far as I'm concerned, right? And it needs to do that. It does. Oh, I don't know what's happening with this one. Jesus. Wait. Oh, fucking hell. Seriously? maybe it needs to go down a bit. I'll turn it down a smidge, just in case, because the thing I know about cooking on the hob is that if it's too hot, then it won't cook in the middle, right? I've learned that. And if it's too, well, yeah, it's basically it. If it's too hot, it won't cook in the middle, won't it? Basic science. I don't know what happened to this one, mind you. What the fuck is that? Well, it's legendary. It's what legends are made of. I don't want them to be raw in the middle. That's the one thing that I think I need to stress, right? Yeah, phone wellness check seems fine. Don't need to melt or anything. Any Welshies in the audience? Have you ever made these? Am I doing it even remotely correctly? Feel like, oh, for serious. Is this like, I don't know. Right. I mean, how do we know if they're done in the middle, right? That's my question. How do I know if it's done in the middle? They feel like they're kind of falling apart a little bit. Most of them are, anyway. Yeah. They're not. They're very doughy, right? They're very doughy. It can't be right, can it? Can't be the way it works. This is taking longer than it should. Definitely says 2 to 3 minutes on either side. They're kind of crumbling apart now as well. I don't think that's how they should go, or how they should be. See, that's just dough. That's just, how is it supposed to? Should I just put it in the oven? Seriously, I want to try it. I do want to try to see what it tastes like, if it tastes whatever, but I don't want to do it if it's just raw in the middle, right? I don't want to. I can't do it. I'm not Kay and her cronies. I can't do it like that. I just need it. Got things to do. Not many things to do. I do have things to do, you know. This one's coming apart. It's coming apart. Right. I think. Okay. I feel like these bigger ones are too thick. Although I have seen Welsh cakes this thick, so I don't really know what to believe. Yeah, it's just taken a lot longer than the anticipated 6 minutes max. Certainly. Ah, that one's falling apart. Well done. It's all good, isn't it? Oh my word. This is not a fun project for me. This is definitely not the best one I've done ever. These really should have been simple, straightforward. This is why I chose these. I thought, right, it's local, it's something that the Welsh could get into, and it's something that may put me in a good light. But if you look at that, Jesus, right? Okay, don't know, not sure. This is an absolute joke. Are they edible? Anybody know? Can I eat them? Because I don't want to waste them. I want to at least give them a go. Right. Maybe those two might be okay. What about this one? This one looks like it needs about 20 minutes. Don't know. Fucking hell. Right. What about this one? Yeah, oh Christ, God no. Right, so okay, we're about as close as we're gonna get. So the next stage that it tells me to do is to put some caster sugar on it. Right? Caster sugar. And do this, right? I'm just gonna do it all over. I wasn't going to do it in the pan as such because that's not what you're supposed to do, I don't think. But since everything is just kind of all over the place, it's, you know, don't know. Don't either, like that. And I'm going to try the ones which are looking more edible, I think. There you go. Don't know. You just do that. Do whatever the fuck you want. Seriously, that's a joke. Honestly, I'm not impressed at all. Not even in the slightest. Right. So we come here. We're going to take this away from the heat. My phone is surprisingly okay. I think. Yeah, it seems to be okay. Some of you in the comments are probably thinking, don't do that, but you know, right. Yeah, I think the sugar kind of tips it in my favor. Ow, it's hot. Right. Ah, Jesus, that is hot. Ow. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Calm down. Now. Seriously. What about these scraps over here? Could eat the scraps, come on. Alright. That look done. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Oh. A tip for you in the future. If you're doing these, right, best to let them cool down a little bit. They're nice warm, right, but cool down a little bit, right, because at the moment they're fucking hot. Boiling hot, and it kind of burnt me. So there you go. That is I think the scraps are better because they're more done and not quite as, you know, doughy. Yeah, they're actually okay. Right? The bits that are done are not too bad. That may be the element of sugar involved, but in general Okay. Right. I'm going to leave it at that. It's going to be burning me. That's fine. Yep. And with that, I think I'm going to end. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? It was didn't quite work out in the way that I had hoped and planned. These things never do, really, do they? It was my first attempt. Speaking of first attempts, though, the next day I did actually make the second batch, and it didn't quite go as badly, but I don't know if they could be deemed a success. As you can see here, they are a little bit on the burnt side, right? But I did eat them all, so yeah, that was a plus. So just so you know, I really didn't waste anything per se, you know, just those scraps, maybe a little bit, but I ate as much as I could possibly get away with. And yeah, those second lot, they tasted okay, but the burnt side came out a little bit more than I would have liked, but it still was okay. But I don't think any of this could be deemed a success in any stretch of the imagination, and I won't even insult your intelligence by saying that it was a success. Now, that was the first episode of many. Well, I don't know if there'll be any more, you know, it's up to you guys. Do you want me to do any more like this other thing? I got some other things that I want to do, some other like baking, cooking type things, and you know, it's up to you if it's interesting enough. Personally, I think that it's boring. But, you know, that's just me. And some of you might think that it's good. Maybe some of you like the ASMR aspect. I don't know. You know, lots of people, different tastes, different people. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this. Do you want to see any more, or should I shut the hell up and we'll move on, right? Until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, have a brilliant day, take care, and bye-bye.